New Jersey.
There we go.
New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Jersey girl.
Yeah, no, I'm not really from there. I'm Israeli actually, but I'm living there for a little bit.
There you go.
All right.
Real things.
That's okay. We're going to get started now with Kabbalat Shabbat, and we're going to start by lighting the Shabbat candles. Avital, would you like to light the candles?
I would love to.
Okay. The blessing for the Shabbat candles can be found on page 4 in the Siddur, page 4. There we
I mean,
go.
I was thinking, should I light mine when I get home or before?
Well, this one's for the community. You could do your own when you get
Yeah.
home, too.
Well, I'll say the prayer now and I'll just do symbolic when I get home. Page 4.
There.
And do you guys say it in Hebrew?
Yep.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו להדליק נר של שבת.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay, Yasher Koach, thank you. All right. I would like to invite everyone to turn to page 10, and we will continue with Yedid Nefesh. I know we don't normally do Yedid Nefesh, but I figure we can try it and see how everybody feels and likes it or doesn't like it. So, page 10. Yedid Nefesh Av HaRachaman Meshoch Avdach El Ritzonach Yarutz Avdach Kemo Hayal Ishtachaveh Mul Hatarach Ki yerav lo yedidutach mino fetzu v'chol ta'am. Like the ark, faith shelters us from life's storms. Trust in God brings us safely to the shore. Make yourself an ark. God doesn't only promise salvation, he invites us to build into what we each have the power to create our own arcs, safe spaces of faith, kindness, and purpose to rise above the storms of life. Last paragraph, bottom of the page. Higalena ufros chavivi alai et sukat shelomach Ta'ir eretz mikevodach nagila v'nismecha bach maher ahuv kiva moed v'choneini kimei olam. La 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 Page 11, we'll continue with Lechune Ranana. Lechu neranen al Adonai, naria letzor yishenu, nekadama fana betoda, bizmirot naria lo, nekadama fana betoda, bizmirot naria lo. Ki el gadol Adonai, Umelech gadol al kol Elohim, asher be'ado mechere haaretz, v'to'afot harim lo. Call out to Adonai, all the earth, break out in joyful singing. Sing to Adonai to the music of the lyre, lyre and voices making music together, with horns and shofar cries, trumpet the presence of the sovereign Adonai. Page 18, 3 lines from the top. We'll continue with Zamerul Adonai Bechinor. Zamerul Adonai Bechinor, Bechinor v'kol zimra, B'chatzotzrot v'kol shofar, Ahariu lifnei hamelech Adonai, Yiram hayam umlo'o, Tevel v'yoshevei ba, Neharot imcha uchaf, Yachad harim yiranenu, Lifnei Adonai kiva, Kiva lishpot haaretz, Yishpot tevel betzedek, Ve'amim b'mei sharim, Yiram hayam umlo'o, Tevel ve'yoshevei ba, Neharot imcha uchaf, Yachad harim yiranenu. Exalt Adonai our God and bow down at God's holy mountain, for Adonai our God is holy. Bottom of the Hebrew section, page 20. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kodesho. And we'll now turn ahead to Lachadodi, page 23. We'll do the first 2 stanzas, then the middle stanza, 24, the final stanza on 25, and then at that point we'll rise and face the entrance to welcome Shabbat. Page 23 through 25. Lechadodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad hishmi anu, El hamiuchad Adonai echad, Ushemo echad l'shem multiferet. Elitchila lechadodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelecha ki mekor aham beracham merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machashava techila lechadodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri kiva orech, kumiori uri shir daberi kevod Adonai alayich nigla lechadodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabela. Please rise and face the entrance. Boi v'shalom עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה, ובצהלתו אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת מקבלה. I lie, 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 You may be seated. The righteous flourish like the date palm, thrive like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of Adonai, they flourish in our God's courtyards. We'll continue now. Od yenovun beseva, deshenim verananim iyu lehagid, ki yashar Adonai tsuri tsuri velo avalat habo. Before we continue with the Mariv service, I'd like to invite everyone to turn to page 178. We'll continue with the prayer for the state of Israel. We'll sing the beginning of Avinu Shabbat Shamayim together and then recite it in English. Page 178 at the top. Avinu, Avinu, Shabbat Shamayim, Sur Yisrael v'goalo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Sur Yisrael v'goalo. Barech, Barech, et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Smichat Geulateinu, Hagen Aleha, Bevrat chasdecha ufros aleha sukat shlomecha. Avinu, Avinu, sheba shamayim, Sur Yisrael v'goalo. Avinu, Avinu, sheba shamayim, Sur Yisrael v'goalo. Avinu Shabbat Shamayim, stronghold and redeemer of the people Israel, bless the state of Israel that it may be the beginning of our redemption. Shield it with your love, spread over it the shelter of your peace, guide its leaders and advisors with your light and your truth. Help them with your good counsel, strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Deliver them, crown their efforts with triumph. Bless the land with peace and its inhabitants with lasting joy, and let us say, Amen. And as we know, there are still several bodies of the hostages that have yet to be returned to their families and back to Israel. So I will share with you now the prayer for those hostages. May the Holy One who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, send complete return to the remaining hostages who have lost their lives while held in captivity since October 7th. Strengthen the spirit and resolve of their families who are waiting patiently to intern their loved ones with dignity. May you guide the hand of our enemies to return them speedily and without incident. Grant strength and courage to all those involved in ensuring their graceful return and the disarmament of our enemies. Grant strength of spirit to all our brothers and sisters, the people of Israel, to remain united and strong in the face of ongoing hatred and bigotry, while potential peace in the region and an end to the war is imminent. Bring them home now, and let us say, Amen. We will now turn back a few pages to page 173. We'll continue with the Mishaberach prayer for those who are ill. If there's anyone you want to pray for this evening, please go ahead and rise in your place. And after we read through the names on our list, you'll be able to say the name out loud. We'll go around the room. And if there is anyone online who wants to then add a name, you can go ahead and do so at that time as well. We will sing the Debbie Friedman Mishaberach, top left-hand corner of 173. Mishaberach Avotenu Mekor HaBaracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Leah bat Sarah, Yaakov Achana bat Rivka Simcha, Shena Razel bat Sima, Moshe Laila bat Yovel Sarah, Adam Chaim ben Sarah, Nisan ben Esther, Shoshana Lena bat Yochevet, Kira bat Ariel, Batcha bat Chana, Yehudit bat Ruth, Yisrael ben Ita, Ernest Edinger, Moshe ben Mara Leah, Craig Cohen, David ben Leah, Don Satz, Shemira Cherut bat Sarah, Melissa Lawrence, Mira Tzipora bat Sarah, Marie Hahn, Basha bat Malka, Betty Harvey, Elisheva bat Chana, Glynis Ingal, Tama bat Golda, Thelma Edwards, Yaakov ben Limid, Jack Azuz, Sarah bat Gittel, Shirley Morenson, Esther Tenenbaum, Diane Chodorow, Rachel Langer, Jennifer Brown Lerner, Eva Curis, Ken Gasser, Harvey Kolchin, Jennifer Hayden, Julia Damerow, Elva Pineda, Judy Pitkovsky, Nancy Levick, Killian Parker, Tanya Boberick, Marion Camerlingo, Terry Lukanik, Stephen Lukanik, Robert Lukanik, Patty Locks, Gary Guto, Kevin Robinson, Dan Faith, Nancy Rummage, Lee Gershon, Lynn Sinowitz, Jennifer Rudin, Chessie Idenopoulos, Richard Brower, Lizbeth Benitez, Francis Gilston, Doris Duhigg, Shelley Koffler, Madeline Dunn, and Amy Stone.
Yeah, that's good day. Jack Camper.
Okay, thank you.
Mira Ibuti, Kathy Church.
Daniel Isaiah Ben Anna.
Thank you. And is there anyone online who would like to add a name? Mishaberach Imotenu Mekor HaBaracha La'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. May they all find the healing that they so need and so deserve. We'll continue now with the Mariv service, page 39a. I invite everyone to please rise for the Baruch Hu at the top of the page. La 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 Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, Le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, Le'olam va'ed. La 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 la. You may be seated. Jimmy, if you're watching, can you please highlight the chapel video, please? Thank you. We will continue middle of page 39a, in the middle of the page in English. Baruch atah Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's division, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky, who creates day and night, who rolls light before darkness and darkness from light, who makes day pass into night, who distinguishes day from night. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Living and ever-present God, may your rule be with us forever and ever. Baruch atah Adonai, who brings each evening's dusk. U'mavir yom u'mevi laila, u'mavdil ben yom u'ben laila, Adonai Tsevaot shemo. El chai v'chayam tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, Amahariv Aravim. We'll continue with Ahavat Olam, page 40. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael, Amacha Ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu, b'shochveinu u'v'kumenu, nasiach bechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu, ve'orech yameinu. Uvahem nege yomam v'layla, yomam v'layla. Ve'ahavatecha tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha ubechol nafshecha ubechol meodecha, vehayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha, veshinantam levanecha veribarta bam, veshivtecha beveitecha uvelechtecha baderech, uveshochbecha uvekumecha, ukshartam leot al yadecha, vehayu letotafot beinenecha, uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha. Leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim lelohechem, ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim, ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem emet. Top of 43a. Emet ve'emuna kol zot v'kayam aleinu, ki hu Adonai Eloheinu, ve'ein zulato, va'anachnu Yisrael amo. God's children beheld the power of the divine. They praised and acknowledged God's name willingly, accepting God's sovereignty. And then Moses, Miriam, and the people of Israel joyfully sang unto you. Top of page 44. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh, nora tehilot, אוסף אלה. מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה, זה אלי אנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל Yisrael. We'll continue with Hashkivenu, top of 45. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim Uferos Aleinu Sukat Shelomecha ותקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך והושיענו למען שמך. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us, and you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace, now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Uferos aleinu sukat shelomecha, Baruch atah Adonai, ha-pores sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. We'll continue now with V'shamru and Chatzi Kaddish, page 46. Please rise. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת וינפש שבת וינפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבם ועלמד יברך ירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכם וביומכם ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן יהי שמי רבם מבורך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. We'll continue now with the private silent Amidah that begins on page 47 and concludes on page 52. If you are still reciting the Amidah, please continue. We will now turn to page 54 and continue with the full Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba. Ve'alamadi v'ra kirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechonu v'yamechonu v'chayechol Beit Yisrael b'agalav izman karim ve'immeru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach le'alam lo me'almaya yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitlalal shmei dekudesha b'richu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'miran be'alama ve'immeru. Amen. Titchabal tzalot ahon avatahon dechol Yisrael korama v'hon v'yishmaya ve'immeru. Amen. Yehi shlam rabba min shemaya v'chayim alim v'al kol Yisrael ve'immeru. Amen. Oseh shalom imromav v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael ve'immeru. Amen. We will continue with the Friday evening Kiddush, page 55. Please rise. Savarim Anan Verabanan Verabotai, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Borei Peri Hagafen. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabahat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon inchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra'ei kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim. Kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim ve'shabat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha'shabbat. L'chaim. We'll continue with Aleinu, page 56. Aleinu leshabeach Adon hakol lateit gedula leotzer breshit shelo asanu keloye haratzot velo samanu kemishpechot ha'adama shelo sam chelkeinu kahem v'goraleinu kechol hamonam v'anachnu chorim ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל ושכינתו זו בגובהי מרומים הוא אלוהינו אין עוד אמת מלכנו אפס עולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבותה אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת. Ein od, al kinetov al Elohim. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו echad. We will now take a moment to remember those who are no longer with us. This Shabbat, we remember the yurt sites for this upcoming week of Asher Mayo, Berkeley Frumkin, Bonnie Fried, David Katz, Dorothy Bendersky, Edward Greenfeld, Hein Lamb, Jerome Kaufman, Leverett Millen, Max Sinowitz, Richard Rubin, Rosalind Solomon, and Sarah Epstein. And if there's anyone else you are remembering, please take a moment to remember them in your mind and in your heart, and may their memory be for goodness and for a blessing. We'll continue with Mourner's Kaddish, page 58. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabab ve'almad yivarach kirutei ve'amlich malchutei בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו amen. You may be seated. Do we have some announcements?
Just a couple.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a short list. Okay, this Sunday, we're going to have a combined program. The religious school is going to have a Shacharit morning service combined with a breakfast. And this begins at 9 o'clock, and everybody is invited. And this is free, is that right? Yeah.
I think it's sponsored by the men's.
Sponsored by the men's club. Okay. And Thursday, November 13th, is going to be an evening program, which is part of the New Mexico Jewish Storytelling Festival. That'll be here, 6:30 to 8 p.m. in the social hall. There'll be coffee and dessert. It'll be an evening of song, story, and book signing with the Jewish storyteller Devora Zaslow and members of the Women's Storytelling Collective. Their new book, The Rooster Princess, is just published, features rewritten folktales, midrash, and personal stories by some of the most outstanding Jewish women storytellers and writers. And the Friday and the following weekend, I think there's going to be more programs, and I think they're going to be at Nachalat Shalom. Is it? Yeah, okay, that's right. And finally, Sunday, November 16th, our intergenerational program, Amor L'Dor Vador, will be meeting here at 10:30. And that's all I've got. Are there any other announcements? Yes. Oh, okay. Thank you, Vicky. Okay. Shabbat Shalom.
Also, as a reminder, this Sunday there are two unveilings of some very important people in our community, pillars of our community. Al Berlin is his unveilings at 1 o'clock, and Alan Chodorow, his unveiling is at 2 o'clock, both at the Bnai Israel Cemetery in the Fairview Memorial Park. Both are going to be officiated by Rabbi Flicker. Rabbi Flicker had a close relationship with both families. And it also, I'm actually going to be out of town on Sunday myself. Otherwise, I would be there to support the community and support them as well. But just the timing kind of got a little wonky. So please, if you are able to attend to support both the Stewart Berlin family, Thompson family, and the Chodorow family, please go ahead and do that as well. Jimmy, do you have something?
The Run for Their Lives?
Yes, thank you. It's the potluck, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this Sunday as well at 12:30. Is the potluck at 12:30? Yeah. At 12:30 at the JCC, the Run for Their Lives program is having a potluck lunch for the community to get together to discuss what the future of Run for Their Lives is going to look like, and to figure out exactly how often they're going to meet, if they're going to meet, how they're going to meet, what they're going to meet, all of that kind of stuff. So again, that's 12:30 at the JCC. Do you know where in the JCC it's going to be? They didn't say. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be outdoors where it normally is? Okay. It'll probably be where they normally meet, which is on the right-hand side towards the back of the building. So yeah, now that the living hostages are returned and some of the deceased hostages, their bodies have been returned, but not all of them, they're kind of figuring out how they want to move forward in regards to the program that they were doing. So if you're able to attend that, please go ahead and do that. Did I miss anything?
Well, we have the Sparks coming up. When is that?
December 17th.
December 17th, it's a Sparks of Dedication, Hanukkah
3
themed,
hour volunteers.
and we're going to be honoring all of the volunteers. We have a big volunteer force here in the synagogue, which makes everything happen. So we're going to be honoring the volunteers. Okay, great. I think that about. Oh, and then of course, religious school Shabbat, November 8th. Saturday morning, November 8th, we're honoring the religious school in the Shabbat morning service. They're going to help lead prayers and do Devar Torahs and everything. So please come for that. Yes.
I think I'd be doing 2 Saturday mornings.
No.
Last week I thought you said November 22nd.
Originally it was November 22nd. It got moved to November 8th. And then keep in mind as well that for that service, because of security and safety concerns with our children, we will not be live streaming the service. We will have the Zoom available, and you'll need the password and the link to get onto Zoom. But if you are intending to watch on Facebook or YouTube, that will not be available for that service, again, for safety and security. Okay, I think that covers it. With that, we're going to conclude with Yigdal on page 62. Yigdal Elohim Chai ve'yishtabach nimtza ve'yenei tel metziuto echad ve'en yachid ke'yichudo ne'lam v'gam ein sof le'achduto ein lo demut haguf ve'eino guf lo na'aroch elav kedushato kadmon lechol davar asher nibra Rishon ve'ein reshit le'reshito. Hino Adon olam v'chol notzar yorei gedulato u'malchuto. Shefan nevuato netano ela anshe segulato v'tifarto. Lo kam be'Yisrael kemoshe od navi u'mabit et temunato. Torah temet natan le'amo el al yad nevio neman beito lo yachalifa el lo yamir dato le'olamim lezulato sofe ve'odea setarenu mabit lesof davar bekadmato gomer leish chesed kemifalo Noten l'rasha ra kerishato Yishlach leketz yamin meshichenu Livdot mechake ketz yeshuato Meitim yechayel berov chasto Baruch adei ad shem tehilato Meitim yechayel berov chasto Baruch adei ad shem tehilato. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Please join us in the lobby for the Oneg. Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, 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 Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Achai. Good Shabbos.